Hey, what is going on, Trinity Fitness Warriors? Hey, this is Coach Aaron from Trinity Fitness Lincoln, your national programming director here. Just wanted to continue to put out these videos, just once again to bring clarity to our programming direction so that way, number one, you feel confident as a warrior in the direction of our programming, what we're doing, when we're hitting things, why we're doing what we're doing, and then also being able to trust your coaches as they lead you in this direction. So here's the deal: we got a new week. Woo! All right, last week we did go ahead and finalize our first phase or our first block, 4 week block within phase one. Okay, so we're going to continue now into a new 4 week block where we're going to be focusing on some new movements of strength, and we just want to go over those with you. So, what the big thing is, the days are going to change a little bit as far as what days were when, as far as like when we're covering certain things. So I know in our last phase, Tuesday was the heavy load day, so back squats. We did our running on Thursdays, and then Fridays were the days where we were doing our like strict presses and stuff like that. And so I just wanted to go over with you our 2 week or our next 4 week block is going to be front squats. It's going to be push presses, and it's going to be 1 mile runs mixed in with some vertical pulling. Okay, and so those are going to be our focuses not only during our strength and skill sessions, but also in the middle of battles as much as we can program those as well. Okay, so how it's going to work is Mondays are always going to be Mondays for the next 4 weeks at least. Excuse me, will be our cardio interval. So we're going to be focusing on those 1 mile runs and how to get you guys to a good time and prepare you for a good test out of that 1 mile run. Tuesdays are going to be some vertical pulling. So this is going to be pull-ups, whether you do them strict or kipping or butterfly, however you do those, that'll be when we do the vertical pulls. Wednesdays will be push presses, and then Fridays will be our heavy load tempo front squats for those 4 weeks. We'll do the same kind of thing we did as far as the progressions go as our first 4 weeks. So weeks 1 and 2 of this block will have tempo work, and we're going to really try to build muscle control and confidence around these movements as we do them. Okay, and so you're going to see some tempo, you're going to see some pauses, you're going to see a lot of things that's going to help try to build positional confidence within both that push press and front squat. And then obviously week 3 is going to be kind of a heavier load to get you prepped and ready to go for a 1 rep. And then once again, week 4 is going to be our test out, where we will go ahead and test out front squats for a 1 rep max or a tough 1 rep, and then push presses for a tough 1 rep max or a tough 1 rep. Okay, and so kind of a similar situation like we did phase or block 1. So if you have any questions around that, be sure to let one of your trainers know or your facility director, and they'll reach out to us and try to clarify. So this week, though, as we start the new blocks, I want to just go over a couple of the battles. Monday is going to be a really fun cardio interval type of day. Obviously, we have the 1 mile run to start off, and then we're going to be doing some basically a lot of cardio work through a long or good medium-sized AMRAP of some single-arm dumbbell snatches and double unders. Lots of dubs this day, lots of snatches with the single-arm movement, so it's going to be really, really fun. Tuesday is going to be obviously our pull-ups, so we're going to start off with pull-ups. And here's what I'll say. A cue that I've been giving to our warriors, because we've used bands in the past to try to help with assistance with the pull-up, and we just really never saw anybody grow from that. And so we started implementing the box pull-ups instead, whether those are toe-assisted or knees over the box type of thing. And we've seen our warriors really, really grow in their strength of vertical pulling. So here's my one cue for you. It's going to be this. Resistance bands are for resistance, not assistance, okay? Resistance bands are for resistance, not assistance. So use a box, use some other form of assistance with your pull-ups, and I promise you, you will progress a lot further and faster. But we're going to be doing some pull-ups there to start off the day, and then we're going to have a E2 mom for 10 rounds, a good, nice 4 pace and quality battle where good old burpee box jump over is my favorite movement, actually, and then some single leg sit and stands as well. It's going to be really, really fun. It's going to be a good explosive day. Wednesday is going to be our push presses. We're going to be doing what's called a pause in the dip, and so whenever you're setting up in that push press, you're going to drop down into your dip, and then you're going to pause there for 3 seconds, and then you're going to go into an overhead explosion with the push press. Okay, so just have that in your mind, and then we're going to have a really, really fun ladder style workout where it's going to go 21, 15, 9, and then 9, 15, 21 of some heavy implements of hang power cleans and presses and pull-ups and dips. So you're going to want to be a part of that day. It's going to be really, really fun. Thursday is going to be a longer anaerobic battle, and so this one's going to be honestly, it's going to be pretty challenging for you guys from the core perspective, but it's going to be a really fun one, so make sure you're here for that. And then Friday, we're going to go ahead and move into our front squats, and once again, we're going to be doing some tempo work. We're going to be doing 6 rounds every 2 minutes on the minute for 10 reps at a tempo. So your legs are going to be burning, but you're going to be learning once again that position of where to really be as far as that front squat. And then on Saturday, we're going to have a nice little high effort you go I go partner battle, a little AMRAP 25 minutes. I think you guys will really, really enjoy this one. Once again, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I hope you guys are learning once again where we're going. And if you haven't seen any of these videos, here's the deal. This first phase that we're in, the 16 weeks, is going to be filled with weightlifting and strength, but it's going to be to build confidence within every single warrior that's doing our programming, so that way they can perform either a tough 1 rep or a 1 rep max within each of these movements. And from these weeks, we're taking these numbers, and therefore we will build and use these numbers throughout the rest of the year as we do our subsequent strength cycles. So that way, for front squats, for example, we're going to test out, you'll have your 1 rep max number, your 100%, and then next 16 weeks when we're back at front squats again, we'll be doing like, hey, we're going to start off with 70% front squat, and now you know what your 70% is. Or if you see it in a battle where we're doing for reps at 60% of your deadlift, you now know what your deadlift number is, okay? And so that's why we're doing these phases and how we're doing them and how we're building strength. So once again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask your coach, ask your trainer, or you can even ask your FD, and they will bring any questions, comments, or concerns our way to the programming team. So otherwise, let's have a great week. Let's crush it. Go get it, Warriors.